street?
Yes. Well, I've already known about it, but I never indulged. You know what I mean? Until, the past 10 years, it's been like, it's my kryptonite.
How often do you go down there?
I go down there at least 3-4 times a week. Yes. I love those young girls. They're beautiful. It's like they should be on the front cover of a magazine or something. Yeah,
there's some beautiful girls there.
Man,
there's a lot of them too.
Yes, and they love me. They call me OG because I'm there. I'm like, look, hey, just don't mess me over. I will become a regular. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm just so hooked on them to where I can't just have just one. You know what I'm saying? I like all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Is
this drug fueled? Are drugs part of the story?
Yes. I smoke a little crack, but with a certain amount of girls, especially the young ones, they do crystal. You know what I mean? And I'll snort a line. With them, I don't want to smoke it. But I just do one line though. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? We having us some fun. And they don't ask for the money till it's time to go. Usually they'll ask for the money
up front.
Yes, but since they see me so much, it's like, oh yeah, and they get satisfied, and because they tell them don't mess with black people. So
so you've overcome that.
Yes, I act like I'm Cuban or something. You know what I'm saying?
You built
Speak
trust.
a little Spanish too. When I started, I took Spanish 1 and 2 in high school, so I can get away with making them think I'm Cuban. You know what I mean?
So do you prefer these kind of relationships to a committed?
Because when it's time to go, it's time to go. You don't have to worry about that personality, the responsibility.
Tricks are the most coolest guys on the face of the earth. Customers are the most coolest guys on the face of the earth. Clients are the most coolest guys on the face of the earth. Do they have some bad apples? Of course, there's bad apples in anything that we do. There's good and bad in anything and everything that we do. But for the most part, most of the tricks, most of the clients are cool, super cool, no problems. And he is one of them. He's one of them. He just want to do his thing, have fun, treat the girl right, treat the girl fair. No games being played on him. He's not going to play no games on them. Then go home until next time. Cool guy. Super cool guy. And that's the type of guy that they love and that they like and don't mind dealing with. No matter what the race, age, color, anything. As long as you're cool like him, man, it's all good. It's all cool. It's all great for everybody. And he said, these women these days, I said it before and I say it again, these 304s these days are not like the 304s of yesterday. These days, these women, these 304s look like supermodels. They look like top models. I mean, beautiful women that can look like runway models, Victoria's Secret models. It wasn't like that back in the day. Back in the day, the 304s was average looking. But these days, they got some real gorgeous, pretty, beautiful, sexy, attractive 304s. You looking at them like, I can't believe you're doing this. What are you doing this for? Why are you doing this? Sometimes you find yourself asking them that question because it's like, man, they have guys that would die just to date you or marry you and take care of you so you wouldn't have to be out here like this, man. You don't have beautiful as you are. You don't have to be out here like this. But the truth of the matter is, which I have learned in my personal life as well as doing my interviews, because for those of you who don't know, I have a real popular channel on YouTube. It's called No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. And as have what I've learned, I learned a lot so far doing these interviews, but what I've learned about the 304s since I've been doing these interviews is they can be as beautiful as they want to be, but a lot of them minds is messed up. A lot of them mind is messed up. A lot of them come from trauma and bad situation, all kind of things that happened to them as they grew up and came up, and you'll see why and how they became a product of the lifestyle. You're a product of your environment, and as you get into these deep interviews, you'll see how they got that way or became that way. So beauty has nothing to do with it. It's crazy, and I can't believe I'm saying this now, but if a person's mind ain't right, didn't have the best of childhood, a lot of times they come from dire straits situations. Father and the mother wasn't in the home. Come from being I know what I want to say. I'm trying to stay in the guidelines here, community guidelines. But if they come from being things happening to them, I'm gonna put it that way. Y'all should know what I'm talking about. That contributed to them becoming in the lifestyle too. Group homes, foster care, foster child, foster kids, and it is a whole. There are beautiful women. Beautiful girls that grow up to be women that was once foster kids or adopted kids or stuff like homeless. They was born from pillar to pole. So they probably look a little unkept in that type of situation. But if you get them, if they pick themselves up, if you get them and you fix them up, they can be beautiful like we see them. So, beauty has nothing to do with that, man. It's coming from certain types of situations that make these girls do that. And some of them like what they do. Some of them don't like what they do. Don't get it twisted. Like all of them don't like what they do. And it's like, oh, boo, hoo, 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 and cry me a river. It's like that for some. It all depends on the situation and it all depends on the person. But it's not like that for all. Some women love what they do. That's what he said.
You discovered Figueroa Street?
Yes. I've already known.
Figueroa is a famous street track blade in California. Every city has their own version of Figueroa Street. That's the street that they go on the 304 stroll on. In New Orleans, where I'm from, we got what they call Chef Mentor Highway, nicknamed Chef, and that's the 304 stroll where they go walk the track in New Orleans East.
Known about it, but I never indulged. You know what I mean? Until the past 10 years, it's been like it's my kryptonite.
How often do you go down there?
I go down there at least 3-4 times a week.
Said kryptonite's basically saying that's his weakness. Everybody got their own thing that they do. I don't judge. That's why I named my channel No Judge Zone. Some people, it's drinking. Some people it's smoking. Some people it's this. Everybody got their own little thing. Some people it's partying. Everybody got their own little thing. Everybody got their own weaknesses. Some people it's cigarettes, anything. Weed, anything. But this just his thing. It's his weakness. It's his outlet. It's his pastime. It's his fun. It's his hobby. This is what he likes to do for fun, relaxation time, to relieve stress, because life can be, y'all know life can be so very stressful, and it's what he do to relieve his stress. He don't like to do nothing else. He is not into nothing else. This is what he likes to do, and that goes for a whole lot of guys.
Yes, I love those young girls. They're beautiful. It's like they should be on the front cover of a magazine or something, you know.
Yeah, there's some beautiful girls there.
Man.
There's a lot of them too, right?
Yes. Yes. And
Top models, supermodels, Victoria's Secret models, beautiful, pretty, gorgeous, attractive women doing that these days. They 3 or 4 in these days.
they love me, you know. They call me OG because I'm there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, hey, just don't mess me over. I will become a regular, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm just so hooked on them to where I can't just have just one, you know what I'm saying? I like all different shapes, sizes, and colors, you know.
Is this drug fueled? Are drugs part of the story?
Yes.
He said he like all different size, shapes, and colors. He's not trying to do no relationship thing. Some guys do find to catch themselves and want to get in a relationship with these girls, and you know you can mess up the dating ship, the situation ship, doing that. But hey, you know he ain't trying to make you his wife. He's just trying to do his thing with all of them.
You know, I smoke a little crack, but with a certain amount of girls, especially the young ones, they do crystal. You know what I mean? And I'll snort a line. You know, with them, I don't want to smoke it. You know what I mean? But
don't get it twisted. Everything and everybody is not drug fueled. It's just a certain few, not all. You know, hey, that's his thing. That's the girls he deal with thing. But that's another misconception. They think all women that's in the lifestyle do some type of drug, and that's just not true. And not all the men either.
I just do one line, though. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? If we having us some fun, you know. And
they say the women need something to get them through this craziness that they're doing. But, you know, yeah, I find that to be true. But like I say, it's different strokes for different folks. It's not everybody think. For some women, that drugs is they think, and some women it's not. Some women it's alcohol, some women it's not. So they do find things to get them through what they're doing, but it's not drugs for every single solitary woman. No, or man.
they don't ask for the money till it's time to go. Usually they'll ask for the money
up front.
Yes, but since they see me so...
There you go. Sometimes the money is the motivation to get them through what they're doing, you know. Sometimes the money is their drug, it's their alcohol. They don't need the actual drug. Money is their drug to get them through it, you know. So a lot of them.
So much, it's like, oh yeah. And they get satisfied, and, you know, because they tell them don't mess with black people. You know, so
so you've...
We're going to tackle that one on another video, but a lot of times you hear that. No blacks, no AA. That stands for African Americans, but there's a reason for that, and it's not racial. It's not a racist reason, but there's a reason for why they 304 say that. But not all of them say that, but you know, that's a reason why some say that, not all. But I will break that down on a whole other video.
Overcome that.
Yes, you know, I act like I'm Cuban or something. You know what I'm saying?
You built
Speak
trust.
a little Spanish too.
It's basically because AAs, every race do dumb shit, but AA does the most dumb shit. So that's why most of them say no AA, no African Americans. That's the plain version of it. I can give you another version of it, a longer version of it on another video.
When I started, I took Spanish 1 and 2 in high school, so you know what I'm saying, I can get away with, you know what I'm saying, making them think I'm Cuban. You know what I mean? So,
do you prefer...
Some guys, you know, to get around that, you know, they say, oh, I'm not black, I'm dark skinned, but I'm not black, I'm Spanish, because they do have dark Spanish guys. So if you know how to speak a little Spanish or a lot of Spanish, if you're fluent in Spanish, you can get around that and say, you know, because, you know, there are Spanish people that look like they're black, and that goes for the men and the women, girls and the guys.
These kind of relationships to...
So we just told you a little secret how to get around that if you're AA, if you're an African American or black guy.
yes,
To a committed...
because
The key is you got to know a little Spanish.
when it's time to go, it's time to go. You don't have to worry about that personality, the responsibility.
And as you see, as she said also in this video, you know, they trust him. You know, he don't have to give the money up front every time because he's proven himself to the girls that he's trustworthy, he's not on no game, or whatever. And so a lot of times at the end of the date, they'll let him get away with, hey, giving it to him at the end of the day because he done proved himself that, he's not a jerk. He's not an asshole. He's not somebody that's out here wilding and doing wrong and doing dirt. And, he's playing fair and, he just want to have fun and go home. He's proven that to these girls time and time again. So they don't mind. They trust him. They don't mind letting him give it to them, giving them the money at the end of the day instead of up front before anything happens. He built that trust. But anyway, this was a good one, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Get down on those comments. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe also. And you also can check out my other YouTube channel if you want to see interviews like this. The name of my interview, the name of my channel is called No Judge Zone. New Orleans Street Interviews. Go check that out. This is 304 Sweet Daddy, and I'm gone like, what?